Good afternoon and Ramadan Mubarak, everyone. I am Nurulan Rahman, your host for today's webinar and an English UGS alumna. I welcome you all to the first ever virtual hands on training program on Google Apps and web tools organized by English Alumni Society. I would like to thank Ma'am Iram Shahzadi, who is the focal person of English Alumni Society, for facilitating and organizing this series of webinars. Before we formally begin, I would invite Muhammad Samiullah Qadri for the recitation of Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الرحمن الرحيم كذبوا بالدين فذلك
It is now time for the attendance. I request all participants to please mark their attendance on the poll that Ma'am Iram Shahzadi, our focal person, will create. You all have 5 minutes for that.
I hope all of you can see the poll. Please mark your name in the poll. Okay, Noor, you may continue with the webinar.
All right. So today's guest speaker is Dr. Sabine Hayat, who will be talking about Google Docs. Dr. Sabine is a freelance master trainer with Oxford University Press and has trained many qualified individuals. She currently works at the Institute of Management Sciences. Dr. Sabine has a long-term affiliation with Regional English Language Office, US Embassy, Pakistan, and has contributed to its many programs, including English Works. With extensive knowledge in technology-based education, she has also served as a teacher in English Works NUMAL program in the 2021 to 2022 batch. Furthermore, Dr. Sabine is a highly qualified professional with a strong emphasis on continuous learning and professional development. She has completed various formal trainings, including workshops on quality assurance, objective based education, TESOL methodology, and writing courses. Additionally, she has attended teacher training seminars and a research placement at the University of Chicago during her PhD in linguistics from the National University of Modern Languages. Her commitment to staying updated with the latest methodologies and practices in education is reflected in her diverse range of trainings and workshops attended throughout her career. Thank you for taking out the time to be with us today, Dr. Sabine, and we're looking forward to your talk.
Thank you, Roland. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you for introducing me. I hope you all are ready for today's workshop. So, as Nurulan told that the workshop is about Google Docs, so we are going to have a quick overview of Google Docs, and we'll talk about its different features. And then we'll try to practice Google Docs. Am I audible to everyone? If I am audible, please raise your hands, everyone. Click on the raise hands reaction, and that will tell me that I'm audible. Okay, is my screen also visible? Please do let me know if my screen is not visible. Since Kuratulan has already told you about me, I would really appreciate to know a little bit about you as well. So I can know about you by this quiz. So would you please join me on quizzes by going to joinmyquiz.com and entering this code, or let me share a link with you as well. So in the chat, see through that link as well. Just click on the link and that will lead you to this particular quiz.
Guys, this is a hands-on training, so please try to join this quiz.
Okay, let's see. So I can see that many of you have used Google Docs before. Let's see how many of you have used Google Docs before. And what is your qualification? Okay, let's have a look at your reports. So, questions. So, okay, many of you have used Google Docs only once. So, and there are few who, three who haven't used, and you know the basics, many of you. Okay, 17% knows the basics of Google Docs, and 15 of you are BS students, and some of you have completed it. So most of you are BS students. So I have actually this to know more about you, whether you have used Google Docs or not. So accordingly, we can manage things, and we can look at the level of this particular workshop. So in today's workshop, we are gonna talk about Google Docs, and in which we are going to have journal information, since many of you already know about Google Docs. So I'll really appreciate your input when we are talking about the journal information of Google Docs, and then we'll talk about the different you see features of Google Docs and how Google Docs is different from Microsoft Word. So as you people know about Google Docs, so many of you might know that Google Docs is basically sort of when you are creating any document, so you can use Google Docs, which is a service provided by Google. And like many of us, when we are creating any documents, so usually the traditional way is to use Microsoft Word, but like Microsoft Word, we have Google Docs as well, which is in some way different from Microsoft Word. Number one, in Microsoft Word, when you are creating any document, so that document is saved in your computer. While Google Docs have, you have like the cloud, and where you can see all your documents are already saved in that cloud. Any save file or any location to save your document is simply in cloud, the Google Cloud. So it will save some space for you on your computer. So that's one thing about Google Docs. Another thing which is very much important in terms of specifically if you are working together in a group, so Google Docs is the one which is for you. Even if you are working in a group and you are not you are not together, so back at your home, you all can access the same document, and you can actually work upon the same document at the same time. So it saves time. At the same time, you don't need to meet and sit together to work upon an assignment that is given to you in a group. So that will Google Docs will help you in that. One another thing regarding Google Doc is its version history. So you can actually see who has worked what, and your instructor can also see who has worked what in the document that you have produced. So like many of us complain that when we are given any group tasks, so we are the one who are working the most, and our other group members do not work upon that. So your teachers can actually see who has worked what and how much, and it can also be seen in the version history of Google Docs. So let's start with the basics. As some of you might be introducing yourself to Google Docs for the first time, so the first question that is raised while accessing or while opening Google Docs is how to access this. To do so, you have different ways. Number one, you can simply Google it by writing Google Docs in the, you just have Google Docs, write it in the Google, and just Google it and you'll find it Google Docs. So you just can simply click on it, and that will lead you towards the Google Docs. Another way of accessing Google Docs is simply if you click on this, the one on the right side at the top right, you may see if you click on this Google Apps, and you can see over here. So here you can find Google Docs. This one is for Google Docs. You can just click on it, and that will take you to the same window that you can see right now. Third way of doing it is by going to your Drive, and in Google Drive, you can create a new document by clicking on Google Drive. So you are in Google Drive by clicking on New. So you can create a Google Docs over here as well. You can do so in the Google Classroom as well. So if you are not a teacher and you don't want to save it, so the basic thing is just Google it, and that will lead you docs.google.com. Just give this address or Google it, and that will take you to this particular window, if you can see here. So you can access Google Docs through that. Now you can see at the top bar over here, you may see that there are some templates given to you as well. So you have this template gallery, and you can go there, and that's suppose if you are writing some letters. So Google Docs will give you that letter template, or like Microsoft Word also gives us some templates. So Google Docs also has a template gallery. So if you are writing a letter, or you're writing a resume, or a brochure, or you see some project proposal or something, so just click on the template gallery, and it will give you different templates. Like for the same CV, you will be having different templates. For letters, you can have different templates. So from here, you can just click on it, and that will give you that template. And from there, you see have write a book report, or I see class notes or something like that. So it will help you giving the templates as well. Let's go back from the template gallery. So you have template of different documents, the one that you want to create. So if you are a beginner and you have some issues in formatting a document, or knowing the format of a document, so the template gallery will help you a lot, and you can access it through Google Docs. If let's suppose you want to access some document that you have already prepared, so you can see the recent documents. If you see here, I hope I am visible and I am audible to everyone. So yes, so you can see the recent documents. So these are the recent documents that I created. So you can get these documents over here, and all the documents that you created. So you can, let's say, click on the XYZ document that you want to add things into, and then you see just may make changes accordingly. So if you want to access an already you see a prepared document, but if you want to, let's say you don't want any template, you don't want to access the already you see the already made document, and you want to start a new document. So if you see this plus, I hope my cursor is visible to everyone. If you have any sort of issue in listening to me, or you're not seeing the cursor, so you can write in the chat box, and I'll request the host to let me know if there is some such sort of query. So click on this particular plus sign, and that will actually make you create a new document. So when you create a new document, now this is the new feature. It was not like a couple of months ago, this feature was not there. But now Google Docs actually help you in formatting the document by, let's say, if it's you, do you want to write the meeting notes? So just click on it, and it will give you the template for writing meeting notes. If you are drafting an email, so it will help you in giving you that particular format, or calendar, even draft, and then there are more. So whichever is the document or the format of the document that you want to use. you want to create. So let's say this is a document and I don't want any of the already templates and I want something new. So I'll simply just start writing and I'm not gonna, you see, click on any of these. Now I definitely would like to name my document. So over here, if you see on the top left corner, you can write, you can give any name to this document, my sample document or whatsoever you want to. So you see, you can name your Google Docs and then in the history, this particular document, you can retrieve that document from there. I don't want to go into details of things as I am assuming that many of you have been using the Microsoft Word and which definitely has many of the features are overlapping with Google Docs. Like you can see this particular panel, all these are the one that we have in the Microsoft Word as well. Like for example, the text, uh, is it a heading or normal text or subtitle and so on, and the font style. So you can change, you can select from here the you see font size. So what font size do you want to give it to? Bold and italic and so on, and highlighting colors if you want to insert any link. And you see all these are already, we already know about it and we have been using it. I am assuming it. Please, if that is not the case, do let me know. When we were using Microsoft Word, so we had been using all these particular features. So most of the features we see that here already, we already know about it. Now let's say I want to write something. So let's say I want to give a title, my sample document, right? And then you see it has now changed to normal text, and the normal text is in Arial and 11. So you can change it actually. Let's say give some subtitle or something like that. So I have, okay, and so on. So you can see that this is normal text, this is the subtitle, and this is the title. So accordingly, you can manage things and you may write things. Now, as I told you earlier, that most of the features are same to Google, so to the Microsoft Word. So some of the things that we might see over here is, if we look at the topmost panel over here, right? Now, whatsoever, guys, whatsoever I'm writing over here, I don't need to put any save button. It's already been saved. It's already been saved. The document file is saved in the cloud, and whatsoever I have written is also saved. And you can see over here, I see this all to do anything over here. And the first one, which is here, this particular, if you want to open another file, so you quickly uh, click on the new document, and or if you want to email this file, so you can email it directly from here as well. You can download it. Okay, this is very important. You can download this document in the sort of feature that you want to do so. So let's suppose you want to download it as a PDF document. You can download it as a PDF document as well. You can download it as a Microsoft Word file as well. So whatsoever format you want, you can download it once your work is done, and now you want to, let's suppose, share it or you want to keep it in your computer or something, so you can actually download this file as well. Okay, you can delete it over here, and you can print it as well. So you have the printing option as well. So you can directly print it rather than you see downloading it and then printing it. You can directly print it as well. One of the things that you need to take care of in terms of Google Docs is important and different from Microsoft Word in a sense that you can access your document from anywhere. You need to have just internet from any computer, from any device. You can connect to your Google account, and all your documents will be saved there, and you can connect, or you can get your document from there. So no more need to have your own computer. You can back and the forward one we already know about, so I don't want to go into detail of this. We all can actually work upon the same document. As I said earlier, we can work upon the same document by together by simply sharing it. So we just simply have to share this document. So how to share it, that is very important. Okay, so here you can just simply give the email address of the people whom you want to share your document with, or you want to collaborate with. So just give the email addresses here, and from here you can actually connect to your Google uh, contacts. So it will lead you towards the Google contacts, and it from here. Let's say, okay, uh, if not from there, then you can do it from here as well. So you can simply, anyone with the link, right? And what is the role of the person whom you want to share the document? Do you want to share that with them because you want them to view it, or you want them to comment on your document, or you want them as an editor, which means that multiple people will be working upon the same document together. So just copy the link and share with those multiple people that you want to share with. Like, for example, let me copy this link and let me give you the rights, all of you the rights to actually work upon this document with me. If you click on it, this will lead you to this particular document, and over here we can work together on that document. So if Adam, would Zoom
Yes,
to
please.
connect to this, or is it can be done? If it can be done without that, so mhm. I can see 3 persons have joined me. Now over here it's anonymous. But if I had given, let's say, the email addresses of the person, and I am adding people through emails, then whosoever is working upon it, it will actually name the person that who's you see your email is not shared with it. But if I give like the email address, then I would get actually who's working upon, and you can see that multiple people are working upon it at the same time. Like over here, like 4 persons are working upon it at the same time. So anytime if I feel like that you people are ruining my documents, so I can actually change your role as well, and I may make it as viewer rather than you see writing, giving you the rights to write upon it. Now, if you want to write something afterwards, so I can change actually the role that I am giving to people. And let me change the link as well. Restricted. Let me make it restricted. So the access has been updated, and then people won't be able to make any changes to this particular document, because I don't want you to make changes to my document. You've already ruined it. So yes, through this way, you see, we can check each other's work and we can work upon the same assignment together, and that assignment may be related to our studies or that may also be related to our work. So it depends whatsoever the motive is behind working upon the same. So we can, like, it's not like that today I have worked upon upon my work, and then I give you the document, now you work upon it, and then the other person. No, we all can work upon the document at the same time. So this is the best feature of Google Docs. Another thing that we can add in Google Docs, like we can insert an image, we can upload it from the computer and we can search it on the web as well. So you can directly search an image on the web, let's say of a cat, let's say, and I want to add this picture here. So it will be added here. Simple, right? So now let's say I don't like this picture, so I can simply go back and it will be gone. So yes, Google Docs may help you get some images from web or from your computer, wherever you want to get it from. You can insert a table, which is the same that we were doing with Microsoft Word. You can actually have a drawing as well. Now, this drawing is on Google Drawing. So you can create your own drawing and you can add it over here. That is where you can add an emoji and am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Uh, Aram, would you please give me the rights to share my screen?
Yes, just 1 second.
Okay, please.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. Yes, I hope you all can see my screen now. Is that so?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we were talking about the different features that we have in Google Docs. So I was telling you about how we can work upon the same documents together, and we can insert lots of things from the insert feature, and then we can format it as well in the paragraph style or so on, page numbers and all these things we can give. One of the things that you may have in Google Docs is the spelling and grammar check. So you can actually have a spelling and grammar check on Google Docs, or you can have actually integrate Grammarly with your Google Docs, which may also give you some refine your work, which can tell you where you are having spelling issues or wherever you are having grammatical issues. So that may also help you. So my my grammar is grammar and spelling check is already on. So you can see that when I am making some mistake, it just underlines it, which is the same that we have in Word as well. So here as well, you have the spelling and grammar check. And you can check how many words you have written by clicking on tools and word count. So you can see that you have one page. I have written one page and 8 words and 43 characters. So from here, actually, I can check it here and I can click on display word count while typing. So let's suppose my teacher or boss has asked me to write an essay of 500 words. So from this particular tool, I can get to know that how many words have I written. And now you can see at the bottom left, you have the word count. So I have turned it on by clicking on tools and the word count. And I have actually made it possible to see it throughout while I am writing, that how many how many words have I written. So if you can see that it's changing now, it's 10 words, and then I have 12 words, and so on. Right. Another thing is extensions. You can actually have an add-on as well. Google Docs have some add-ons before panel. You may see right side, if you can see, if you can follow the cursor. So we have Keep, which is a feature of Google, and then tasks, and then you have contacts and maps as well. And you can add some other add-on either by clicking here or by clicking on the extension. You can have the add-ons. You can get it from the Play Store and so on. So that is also possible, right? Yes, so these are some of the features, basic features of Google Docs. Now, let's suppose over here, if you see on the top right corner, do you see this pen? Yes. Is there anyone, if you are following me, do you see this pen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you click on this cursor, it will show you right now I am on the editing mode, which means that I am writing. I can actually have a suggesting mode as well. So let's suppose you are checking someone's work. So you can actually say, this is wrong. So when I am suggesting, you can see now whatever changes am I making. So it shows that these are the changes that I am making. So even if I'm deleting something, I'm adding something. So all these are actually then in the checking mode, which is the suggesting mode. You see the changes that you are making to the documents will be visible to the other person. So the other person may come to know that what are the changes that you have made. So let's suppose if the other person wants to say that accept this suggestion, so you can click on this tick, and if you want to reject the suggestion, so click on the reject, and it will be restored like this. So in the same suggesting mode, let's suppose I want to give some comments. So if you all are working together on some documents, so you can actually add your comment. Do you see the cursor? So just click on this plus, and with this plus, I can write anything related to what I have highlighted, and the other person then may comment back or may click on mark as resolved when this particular thing is resolved. So that may be clicked on mark as resolved. So in the suggesting mode, we can actually tell the other persons that suggest the other person that these are the changes that you need to make, or even if we are making some changes, so they'll be able to see it. Let's get back to the editing mode. One last thing that I would want you to know, as I know that you may get all these words, all these features once you start using it. So slowly and gradually you accustom yourself with the technology. So I'm not going to go into detail of things. One of the things that I initially said that from Google Docs, you can get the version history. So if you click on the file over here, you can see version history, and that may actually give you that at 5 o'clock, this was the document that was created, and I can restore this version. And then at 5:26, now I am the one who has made some changes to it, and these are the changes, which is the current version. And you see, with the passage of time, each day, the changes that you are making are actually being noted down in the version history. And let's suppose you have made some changes which you don't like. So So you can go back to the version history and you can restore that particular version. So you can have multiple version of the same document through version history, and you can restore it back. Even if you, like in Google, in Microsoft Word, if you have made some changes and you go out of the document, then you cannot go back to you cannot restore your changes. Over here in Google Docs, you can do so through version history, and who has made what changes through version history, you can get to know about that as well. You may see that I have integrated Grammarly with Google Docs as well. So Grammarly is also checking the grammar of my document. So it's a double grammar check that I have added to my Google Docs. So through the extensions, you can have the Grammarly add-on as well to your Google Docs, and you can work upon in this way. So that's not me making all the announcement, and I'm not me, I talking about each and everything. So I guess we have already talked about all these main features of Google Docs. So let's work upon Google Docs, and let's see how much we can work upon it and how much have we understood it. So I'm going to split you into groups in a while. Group of 4 persons, and each group is going to actually formulate a Google Doc, keeping in view all the instructions that I gave till now. So I'm going to give you a topic to research about, and have a quick online research. Just discuss with each other in the group who's going to work upon which part of that particular assignment, and simultaneously work upon that assignment and create that particular document and then format it as well. So by using Google Docs, definitely give its headings and subheadings and organize it well, and help each other by giving, you see, reviews to each other's work at the end as well. So you have total 20 minutes for it to create a Google Doc on different topics. So these are the topics. Each of the group, let's say if your group is group 1, so you're going to create a document on this particular topic. If it is group number 2, so you'll be able to, you are supposed to create it um, on the second one, and so on. I'll be sharing them as well with you. So are you ready? Raise your hands if you are ready.
Ma'am, I just want to say one thing here. There are a few people who are co-hosts as well. It would be better if you don't add those co-hosts in the activity, and the rest of the people can be added.
Okay, sure. Would you please make me the co-host so I can divide them into groups?
You are co-host, ma'am. I think I did make you. Let me. Yes, you are co-host, ma'am.
Yes, now I guess you people have been invited to join your groups, so you can just click on it and you may join your room.
Weren't the topics already mentioned by Ma'am Sabine? Abbas? Abbas, can you hear me? Curriculum?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you, but unfortunately, I didn't notice the topic that we're supposed to work on.
Okay, so let me ask the teacher, has anyone else noted down the topics? Curriculum, Laiba?
Ma'am, there was some
Yes,
connectivity
ma'am,
issue, so I
Okay.
mentioned in the chat.
Writing a short story in an English plot characters in dialogue. Curriculum, you have written this?
Ma'am, our room is room number 9 and ninth topic is this one.
Okay, okay. So I think you guys can start working then.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, you can discuss with each other.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
You have
How's
some.
Kuratulan here? Kuratulan, you are in group number 10. Let me send someone for you. If you see in the chat box, your task with the 10th is there. So you're going to create a document and get some information from internet and create a Google Docs Google Docs on that particular topic. Let me send someone to you.
Kuratulan, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay.
So,
Mariam, why didn't you join the group? Any room? Mariam, Chen, Iftikhar, you guys are back? Okay, let me tell Ma'am Sabine to join you guys, the rest of you guys, in the rooms as well. Everyone else has been, allotted their rooms.
two co-hosts.
No, here there are people, you can ask them to go to the rooms like Chen, Iftikhar, Irtiza Batul, and Mariam.
Yes, would you people please go to your respective rooms?
They don't know how. Can you please guide them again?
Okay, actually an invitation has been sent to them. So they were supposed to just click on that invitation. But let me send them
Okay,
one.
I think guys, please click on more option at the bottom with 3 dots.
Let me send them by myself. So
Okay.
Chen, am I supposed to send Chen? Chen, I have sent you
Yes.
an invitation, so please go for that. Osman, is Osman also?
No, add Irtiza Batul,
Irtiza Batul.
Iftikhar Hussain.
Okay, let me just first send Irtiza Batul. Irtiza, I have also sent you. And then we have
Iftikhar Hussain.
Irtiza Batul, Iftikhar Hussain. Okay.
Mariam.
Iftikhar Hussain. Yes. Okay. Mariam is not around.
Mariam is here.
Mariam has already been actually assigned a group, but Mariam has not moved to that room.
Okay. Mariam, please click on the 3 dots at the bottom and click on the room breakouts. Breakout rooms. And you will get your...
Let me move her to another group. Okay, Mariam, I have sent you to another group. I hope she'll join there.
Okay, and then one more. Noor Fatma, I think she has just left. Okay, Iftikhar Hussain.
Iftikhar Hussain, please join room number 7. You have already been moved to there, but you are not clicking on accepting the request to join the. Similarly, Faiza has not joined the
Faiza, do you want to join the
room
group, please?
yet.
Ma'am, I'm handling the chat box.
Okay, Faiza is actually handling the chat box. But I think most of the people are now in their rooms. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Iftikhar is not joining. I don't know why.
Iftikhar might be sleeping. Iftikhar, wake up.
Yeah, I think he has joined. Yeah, now he has joined. Okay.
And the rest are co-hosts, right?
Yes. The rest are co-hosts. Kamar Abbas, he's not a co-host. You can add Kamar Abbas to a group.
Acha, Kamar Abbas. Kamar Abbas, go. Let's move him to Kamar Abbas.
For the breakouts, for the activity.
Yeah, I have actually given them 5 minutes. So by 6 o'clock, we are going to end this.
All right.
We'll
6
have question answers, and then you see we'll end it because our time is also near. So
Yeah, I think we should end it quickly, and then if they have any Q&A session, if they have any questions, they can ask you as well, if that's okay. Or you want to give them 5 minutes?
no, just 3. Let me give them 3 more minutes.
All right. Okay.
Let me uh, broadcast the message.
Okay.
Every group.
Okay. Ms. Sabine,
Mhm.
do you want to also talk about the research? I mean, researching the references directly from the web as well for the documents, for the articles.
Um, I thought that it would be like too much. Like in one 1.5 hour, we cannot do that. So
Okay.
I didn't go for it because it would then definitely take some time. And since most of them are BA students, so they might not want to know about that.
Okay.
Maybe.
All
But
right.
I didn't go for that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So let's just wait for 2 more minutes. Yes, you were audible. In the middle, there was a problem. I think some distortion or something. And then with the Wi-Fi problem, but you're audible. Throughout, you have been audible.
It's really good. Actually, due to power outbreak in between, it just I just got offline and then I entered back. It took a little time.
Yeah, it happens in Pakistan.
Yeah, it was just for a second because then we have power backup. We went for that power backup. But yeah, it takes time. Then when you sign in back, so it takes time.
Yes, yes.
More than 2 hours to talk about many other features, but we are in short of time, so we might not be talking about them.
Okay. I think some of the features, I mean, most of the features you have already covered.
Yeah, most of and I
yeah.
think when you know the basics and then when you start using it, only then you understand these things.
Yes.
Otherwise, it just go flat on you. So the
Okay.
basics should be learned, and then afterwards we explore things by ourselves. It's like technology is like this.
Yes, Faiza, you're raising your hand. You want to ask something?
Yes, ma'am. I was we should end that activity because it's only 12 minutes left in Iftar.
Let's end it then. Yeah, let's have a quick question answer session and
Yes. Yes,
end it.
please. Okay.
So it will end in 60 seconds.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you take the attendance, please?
Okay, let everyone come back to the main session, and then I'll take the attendance.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the main video. I hope you learned a little bit how to use it. So let's have a quick question answer session. And meanwhile, one member of the group, of each group is requested to please, the one who created the document, to please share the link to the document in the chat box. So later on, we can have a quick look at the documents that you have created. Meanwhile, we'll take some quick questions. Yes. Do we have any question?
Yes, anyone who has questions, please ask.
And meanwhile, as I said, the one who created the document in each group, please share the link to the document in the chat box so we can have a quick look at that.
Okay, so I have shared the attendance poll as well. Guys, while you're having questions, please mark your attendance again.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, does it also have Excel and PowerPoint, etc.?
Oh, yes, yes. Google has the you see, okay, Google have the Google Sheets and Google Slides, which will be taught in the other sessions. I mean, how to use them, that will be taught to you in the other sessions. Like, for example, if you have a look at here, where is it? Where is the, yeah, in the Google, you'll find it. You'll know more about it in the other sessions. Yes, there are Google Sheets and Google Slides and so on, how to use them and all that. We have different other sessions for that. But Google Docs in itself is a separate, feature of Google, which we talked about today. So the others one, other presenters will be talking about them in detail. Yes,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
welcome. Let's see this group, how have they created their document? Writing a short story in English. They're still working upon it. Okay, so good. Good. I mean, it's good. So you had actually one of the feature that you can see on the top left side, these three lines. If you click on it, they will actually give you the headings of the whole document that you are. So it will create the headings or outlines of the whole document for you. So you can see these are the outlines of this document. Okay, great. Great, you're doing well. Let's see someone else's document. Meanwhile, if you have any question, we are here to answer your questions. Can see. Okay.
Ma'am, I have a question. Can you wrap up the text? Can you show us how to wrap up the text within something, within a picture?
So, yes, if you are, let's suppose, having some table, then you will be wrapping up the text, right? So we usually wrap up text in tables. Isn't
Okay.
that so?
Yes.
So for that, then we have options, and then we do like the view part. Then we have we will be having the wrap up option. So then that can be wrapped up accordingly. Yes. So that and the wrap up can be actually for pictures as well.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any other question related to that? This is such a huge document. Someone created that. So, good. So, which means that you have now the basic knowledge of Google Docs, and you can explore it more like when we buy a cell phone or a new technological gadget. So, slowly and gradually, we come to know the different features of that particular gadget when we start using it. So, you will learn it only if you are using that particular you see that feature or Google Docs. So if you are using it only, then you will know about it. Right? Is there any other question? No? Or yes?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah. You're audible now.
Ma'am, can we only edit the documents or at the same time we can add we can add material to the same documents? Can we add
Yes, you
or
can.
only edit the document?
No, when we have like editing, so we are actually the one who are creating the document. right? So you can add things as well into it. As we talked about, you can insert images, tables, you can insert text as well, like you had been. So the editing was that particular thing. If you're talking about if we are suggesting, in which we are correcting someone's work, at the same time, we can actually add something into it as well. Like you can see that I have added it, but that is highlighted for the other person. So if the other person think that yes, the change that I have made to this document is okay, so that person will click on accept suggestion. If not, then that person will click on the reject suggestion. So yes, you can do that.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Welcome.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, one last question and then we'll end it since we are approaching the iftar time. Yes. Yes, please. Last question. Iram, shall we end it?
Yes, I think we should end it now if there are no more questions.
Mm-hmm. Since we are in short of time as well. So
Thank you so much, Dr. Sabine. It was a very wonderful, very informative session.